everyone! Welcome to the Crazy Crafter Livestream. My name is Colin Bressie. I am the Crazy Crafter, and I'm excited to join you for another stream this week here. Another Thursday stream. We're trying this out. This Tuesday-Thursday slot is a little tight coming in from work, but we'll see. We're trying it this week. We'll see how it all goes. Excited to be here hanging out with you, making a little bit more progress on my Killteam terrain today. Put some quick base coat on these guys, splashed them with some black, hit them with some kind of army green, dusted them with that, and then we're going to go to town. I've got 4 of these pieces of Killteam terrain here today. I'm going to see how far I can get in today's stream. We'll see. It's not going to be terribly far, as I fear it always goes, because I always get excited. There's so much detail to paint up on them, but that's okay. It's always a joy to hang out and craft with you guys. Thanks for joining me today. I hope all of you are well out there. Let's take a look in the chat and see who's out there. Coming in hot from number 1 out there today, Tina Martins, ladies and gentlemen. Hashtag love that Tina. Tina, I hope you're well. Hope you're enjoying that lovely vacation. Zane Morgan, one of our fellow moderators and co-hosts of the weekend live stream here on the Crazy Crafter. Zane, hope you are doing well today, buddy. Good to see you out there. Dungeon Major's in the house. Hi, y'all. Hope you all are feeling as wonderful as you are. The feeling is mutual. We hope you are doing well. Thanks for joining us today. Who else? Stefano, hello from Chimera Wargaming. Welcome to the stream. Always lovely to have you and hang out, brother. Cross from Campaign Terrain, likewise. Hope you are doing well, Cross, in Hotlanta. Who else is out there in the mix today? Creating Mike is out there. Welcome, Creating Mike. Welcome to the stream. Lovely to have you joining. Robert Evans is in the house. What up, Crafty? What's up yourself? Hope you're doing well, Robert. Thanks for all your wonderful comments on the channel. I know you're new to the channel here and you're popping out and hanging out on the stream today. Looks like that bell notification worked today. Glad to have you here. You'll have to pick your brain. I know you're saying you're assembling a lot of Killteam stuff as of late. So I have to pick your brain on how you batch paint and what your process is like on that, because I'm going to try something out today. We'll see how it goes. Lil Gwen is in the house as well. Welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you all here today. Again, I think one of my next videos is going to be, we'll see, I may wait for it to be till October before I release it, but all this terrain that I'm working on right now for my local game store over here at Odyssey Games in Pasadena, I am looking forward to handing this back over to the store. I'm trying to find the right camera here so I can switch over. I guess I could just switch over here and do that now. I can show you guys what I'm working on. Anyway, this is a bunch of Killteam terrain that's going to be used in an upcoming tournament over at Odyssey Games, and it looks great. It's been a lot of fun to assemble. So I've been slowly taking footage both off the stream, on the stream, and I might talk a little bit about that game store and kind of how that game store has impacted our community here over the last during the pandemic, because that store closed at the beginning of the pandemic. Like right as everything shut down, the game store closed. So there's a really cool story that entails with that store and what it's meant to the community since it reopened in the middle of a pandemic. So it's cool. I'm glad that this terrain's getting painted up. It'll get used for an Orkstober tournament there coming up soon. So it's great. Not everything is assembled. I still have about 4 oil rigs that I need to assemble. I still have a bunch of scatter terrain like thus that I need to snip and base coat as well. But it's going to be okay. This is going to be a totally doable project. So I'm going to work on that video, and I'm going to kind of vlog that experience and what it was like to build my first set of GW terrain. So that being said, you guys will have to let me know out there in the chat how you guys go about painting up massive amounts of Killteam terrain. Now, I don't know if you've ever painted 7 boxes worth of Killteam terrain, but I am, and this is my first time, and it's a lot of fun to do it. So that's what we're working on. Robert Evans saying, no problem, it sure did. I'm ready when you are for those questions. Oh, there we go. They're popping out. Lay them on. Oh, I'll pop over to the Discord real quick if you guys have some time. I know normally we take a look at the Discord later in this stream, but if you want to pull it up now, I'll share a picture. I'm not the only one crafting in this household today. I'll share it right now. Someone else is getting in on the action. Let's go right over here, and I'll put it up in the stream for everyone. Boom. There it goes. Oh, yeah. She's going to be mad when she finds out I posted it, but that's okay. I was darting in. I grabbed my lunch. I haven't had time to eat. I might eat on the stream today. I'm hungry. I'm going to not eat right away, but I am definitely starving. I'm coming straight for work. This midday stream is we'll see how it works. I may have to adjust the times, but it's all groovy. Let's see. Where do you get your tunes from? I'm currently using Epidemic Sound. Mike, that's where I'm getting mine from, bro. Epidemic Sound is legit. It's a great resource. That's where all the terrain, or not the terrain, where the music's coming from, 100%. Cool. All right, I'm gonna dive in and I'm gonna start painting. So one of the things I like to start to do with this setup here, let me make my my head go away. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep my head there. That's okay. I can keep it there. I'm shouting because they were lost underneath my kitchen cabinets for days. Zane, do you lose your AirPods? That's wild. Don't lose your AirPods. Your shouting must be because your AirPods are in. I see. I'm catching up on all the chat. I gotta grab my, let me grab my airbrush. I'm gonna start with my airbrush. And I'm gonna do a little bit of airbrush action on my terrain. Go in and hit it with a rust, hit some rusty bits up. I might as well hit up the other little bits of scatter terrain that I have over here too with that rust, huh? So I'm gonna see if I can hit all 4 of these up with the rust, do them all in stages, and try there. One downside to cordless earbuds. Alright, let's load this thing up. I've got this rusty cool airbrush fluid here. What is this, a nickel gold? Let's mix that up. A nickel gold. I like nickel gold. Okay. I guess we can spread these out a little bit over yonder and kind of just focus on one piece of terrain right here. That should be pretty good. Let's try this. So it's a new camera setup today. You guys may not know it, but you can't see it. This overhead cam is on a new arm and tripod, and it should be able to come forward and down. Oh no, I've adjusted it so it's loose right now. But that's good. That's all right. If I want to zoom in, I can undo the arm, and I can bring it a little bit closer. So you have to let me know, this new camera setup, what do you think of this new camera setup? I think it's going to be a little bit better, a little bit easier to see. So we'll try. We'll try it out. Let's, oh man, is that locked in? Why is that locked? Oh, that's interesting. Already off to a good start here. This is like locked in. I don't know if it's too far forward. There we go. Is this even working? Gonna work right now? Is it too loose? I need some fluids here. I got no fluid coming out of this thing so far. Off to a great start. This is clogged, or looks to be clogged. I thought I cleaned it good enough. Maybe I didn't. Let's see if I can get it to work. Yo, Crafty, do you want to set off your rusting paint sheet, layer dried pigments over it, seal it with isopropyl, and then matte Mod Podge seal it? Oh yeah, I like the way where your head's at there, Robert. I like all that. That would sound great if it was my terrain. I'm making it for the game store, and I've got boatloads of it here that I am trying to put together. So any extra layers like that I might not do on this build, just because I'm trying to go as quickly as possible. Now I don't think that adds a ton of time, like the suggestion you're saying, but that is a great tip, y'all. Make sure you guys definitely check that out, and you can implement it in your builds, right? Being able to use those pigments, sealing it up with some isopropyl and matte Mod Podge, that is a great idea. That would be a What a great suggestion. We've got someone else in the house. J-Rock. J-Rock, welcome to the stream. Glad to finally have you on a live stream here. That's great. We are excited to have you. Thanks for joining us. Shouty. Shouty and crafty. Wow, man, why is this doing that? I don't know why it's clogged. Shouldn't be. It's not clogged through here. It must be in the nozzle here. Is this too loose? Do I have it too loose or too tight? I don't know. This is the first time I've ever had it clog up on me. So this is cool. I get to troubleshoot with you guys live on the stream. I didn't get to test any of my equipment. Normally I would get to test it a little bit before the stream and see how it's going, but so far it's not even coming out. Very interesting. You guys can hear it. It's trying to go. It's not doing it. I'm getting air, but no pigment. No, nothing's coming out. Let me try dumping this back in here and doing a quick check on this. This is what a surprise for me. I didn't think that this was going to be happening. Interesting. Check the needle tip. It may have a bit of dried paint on it. It definitely has a little bit on there, Robert, and I'm trying to get it off. What would you recommend? Is a little bit of alcohol, a little isopropyl alcohol on that gonna help it? Is that gonna mess it up? But it's definitely there. You can see it. It's very hard to see, especially if I tip this back. I don't want to get ink all over myself, but it's definitely got a little bit in there. Let me see if I can drain this out a little bit more. What Robert says, check the needle tip. Yeah, a bit of dried paint. I think it does too. Is there a way to get that out of there? Do I just remove the whole thing? Maybe is it the whole thing that I remove to get to it? No, I don't think so. Let's see. Check the the needle tip definitely has a bit of dried paint, but I thought I got it all off. Talk about batch painting and speed painting. This isn't going to be one of those days. I get to troubleshoot a tool, but that's cool. I've never had it happen to me before. The airbrushes is still a new tool for me, and I'm still learning how to use it. So this is great. I'm glad that y'all are here to help me troubleshoot this thing, figure out what to do with it. Yeah, it's definitely got a little bit of dried nonsense on there. ISO would help. Okay. Maybe I go grab it real quick. I don't have any on me right here, so I'm gonna jump away to the crap. Let me see. Well, first off, let me see if that helped. I don't know if it did or not. I bet you it didn't. I haven't had time to use my portable airbrush. Too busy visiting lovely places in France. Well, good. I'm glad you haven't had time to visit. Oh, I guess it helps if I have a little bit of something in here to test it, to see if that just worked. I don't know. No. Huh. Wow. We may be going on with different effects here. Wild. Well, that's a bummer to me. I'm bummed. Let me go get the isopropyl alcohol and see if that helps. Isn't this part of batch painting? Isn't this part of batch? I mean, problem solving is definitely a part of batch painting. You are not wrong. It is on my stream. It is when I'm crafting. It's definitely a part of my batch painting process. Figuring stuff out. Nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Put that down. Did you check your air pressure? So here's the thing. I don't know how to check the air pressure. That's a good question. I am one of those folks, Robert, that doesn't tend to read the directions. I kind of was just like, let's open this thing up and go. So the air compressor, this is the compressor. I don't know if you can check air pressure on it. Yeah. Is this does the nozzle here or the knob on the back mess with that air pressure? Tell us about those fancy places, Tina. Oh yeah, please. It is as if you're calling. It is if you're calling. It's true. It is me. So anyway, yeah, that's how this thing is typically used. This nozzle, I don't know. I don't know why it's all crazy. Let me go get the alcohol real quick and try it. I'll be right back, y'all. Enjoy. It would be the compressor, Colin. It would be the compressor. Well, right. But it sounds like it's going just fine. Oh, I think, oh, now I think we're, hold on. I think it's working now. I think the needle was stuck because of the dried paint. Check this out, y'all. Let's try this. I bet you this works now. I think I've got it fixed. I think. Let's see. It's cool. We're 10 minutes into the stream of me figuring stuff out with this thing. Come on. Come on, thing. Nope. Is it coming out? Ah, why is it not coming out? Oh well. What a bummer. What a bummer. Alright, well, if I can't use it that way, maybe I can use it this way. Maybe I can use it just as, let me try this. Put a little bit of stuff in there. I'm gonna rinse this out. So it's not completely effed. That makes me sad. I'll have to figure out what's going on with the airbrush a little bit later on. I don't want to spend the whole stream troubleshooting that. You guys rock for all your suggestions. Filter to clean. Sounds like the motor is labored. Is there a filter to clean? Talking about filter as in like, I just have a brush for it to like shoot it through and have it clean. I cleaned it the last time though, so I must have missed a little bit. I wonder if it got dried up elsewhere because, man, it's just not going. Yeah, it's labored in the sense that the nozzle seems clogged 100%. It's not a lot of airflow coming out of there. Okay. All right. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, but not right now. I'm going to try using a little bit of this brush. I'm going to try using this airbrush material and see how it works. And when I apply it, kind of just as a straight wash. I don't know. Let's see. We will try it. I'm sure it'll work great. Does that mess it up at all? I don't know. It's a little watered down from being in that area. Let's try it out. See how it goes on when you apply it. Straight on there. I don't know. I've never done it. I'm just trying it. I mean, so far, so good, right? Back to basics indeed, Robert. Just apply the wash, right? Might as well. All right, cool. I mean, so far, I'm happy with that. That's working. It's gonna rust. That's gonna rust stuff up nicely. Right. I'm trying not to be too careful with this, and I don't want it completely uniformed on every single piece of terrain like this, but I'm trying this out. We'll see how this goes. Let's do this. Great rusty. So I'm trying to hit up just very, very specific key points of it for rust all over. Bring out that kind of orky, dirty, nasty feel. Be fun. Do airbrush paints make good washes? There's the title of today's stream. Even just like a couple of parts where you wouldn't have to get too fine, just like throwing it on there. And I layer down those specific spots of like grime and stuff. See how that goes. Grimy is what we're going for. I totally see what you're talking about there, Robert. Like being able to put some of that finer texture back on here with some of those pigments, dude. That would look sick. And that's not a terribly time-consuming element to add to it. I know for sure, but I just don't have the pigments. I haven't used a lot of pigment. I haven't used any pigments actually in my stuff, so that'd be cool. I gotta try that out. There you go. Some quick rust thrown down on top there, right? Maybe throw a little bit back here. Trying to hit some of like the joints and areas that would be susceptible to rust buildup. I'm not doing a whole lot to the interior here, but just like a couple parts here and there. Titch of rust here, titch of rust there. Yeah. What are you guys working on today? You guys building anything? Need some of that thick mud texture paste for the bottom. I have that. Again, you have to remember, Robert, this one is for the game store, and most of what they've supplied here is their supply. The airbrush paints are kind of they didn't supply those for me. But they were kind enough. Like if I need to reach out and say, hey, I burned through all my airbrush this, they'd totally order me and replenish it because it's a build for them. So they've supplied all my materials for it basically, which is pretty cool. You know. Super fast. Go to the art store and grab some earth-colored non-oiled. Oh yeah, that'd be great. That'd be wonderful. So what do you do with that oil, Robert? Art store grabs some earth-colored non-oiled. Need some. You would. You like using that stuff? What is it? Oil like? Is it specifically like? What is it used for in the craft store? Like, what's its primary purpose with that? We set our own standards, right? Oh heck yeah, we do. We totally set our own standards. So lovely to have new folks here on the stream today and hanging out with us. We're greatly appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. This week marks the stream anniversary for the Crazy Crafter. When I started streaming this weekend, will mark the 1-year anniversary for that. So if you all are around on Saturday, you won't want to miss hanging out with Zane, Michael, and I on the stream. We'll be hanging out, having a good time, celebrating 1 year of streaming and crafting. And if you're new to the channel and you've not yet done so, you're going to want to make sure you subscribe to the Crazy Crafter, right? In order to do that, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button, turn on that bell notification, and you'll be able to catch us when we go live. Hopefully, there's also the possibility that what if it doesn't go through? Some of you were having issues with that the other day. I was like, oh no! Hopefully you guys are able to make sure you're able to subscribe. So turn on that bell notification. We're getting close to 100. We're thousands crouching up, y'all. 1,000 is coming up here. So more folks keep pouring in. This awesome collaboration that I did has introduced me to some more wonderful folks from the community. So thankful to be hanging out with y'all. Thanks for hanging out and crafting with us. If you're not familiar with it, we've got a Discord going on as well, the Crazy Crafter Discord. And in the Crazy Crafter Discord, you can share current works in progress, right, with members from the foam family and the community here on the Crazy Crafter. But in addition to that, you also get to share and showcase some of your work and what you're working on. So please feel free to share it. Feel free to share it with all of us. Zane can put a link up there for the Discord for you. Carl is back from training. Welcome back, Carl. How was training tonight? What'd you work on? What were you doing? Were you doing some longsword? Were you doing saber? I know you've been doing saber as of late. Carl practices some historical martial arts. He's done sword play, a bunch of different stuff. Super cool. There it is. Thank you. Yes, oil paint makes good wash. Yeah. You know, I gotta play around with that. There's a lot of really good videos and stuff out there on different techniques to play around with that, Rob. I haven't done it. I haven't done that before. So I'm anxious to try that out one of these days. For sure. Woo, look at all this rust. For those of you that are just tuning in, my airbrush is clogged and I'm trying to unclog it, but I was unsuccessful, so kind of just darting away here on the rest of the build and using kind of the airbrush ink as a wash to see how it goes and apply it. Never done it before, and we're gonna see how that layers up. We don't know. Don't know. Robert Evans, what am I working on? Sandbags. Lots of sandbags. Cool. What are the sandbags for? Let's know what those sandbags are for. What are y'all else working on? Zane, I know you're sharing some pictures from your current work in progress out there. That was looking mighty cool. Stick with them. Stick them with the pointy end. Yes. This is good philosophy. Sticking with the pointy end, indeed. Okay, got some wash layer down on that. Wash, it's acrylic, or not acrylic. It's airbrush ink. Some people are like, "You crazy fool! What are you doing?" I think it's great. Trying something else out. See how it goes. Some more. Guys off to the side just a tip so I can bring this forward a little bit more for y'all so you can see it. I'm gonna let my camera go away for a second. Transition that out of there. That way I can just focus on the build here. Fenced in college. Eons ago. Fenced! Epee, saber. What did you fence? What style? What style of blade are you trained with? Combining multiple sketchbooks right now into one. It's involving redoing a bunch of old sketches. Tedious, but it's been hanging over my head, so it needs doing. Oh, cool. It's always good to check off a list or something that's been you've been dying to work on, right? Right, Cross? Part of that is for me this weekend after the stream. I thought I was going to be able to try to get it done in time this weekend, but my schedule's not going to allow it. But I've got a new desk that's come in. I've been working on the desk that I'm currently using is a workshop desk, just a plastic foldable desk that I use for cleaning my swords from my armory here when stuff goes out on rental. So anyway, I got to do that today actually. I have to clean some stuff up. The rental is going out. Clean up a couple of rapiers that are going out. And then yeah, that this desk is old and it's meant for. I need it to clean swords, so I got to get a new desk, right? And it was so gracious of you guys out there. One of the ways you can support the channel is buying a coffee, and over the last few months, the coffee funds have been growing a little bit. So I was able to take the coffee funds and buy a new desk. So thank you all out there for your support of the channel. That's because of that support, I was able to make that upgrade. So I got a nice desk that is gonna be perfect. It's gonna be a great new space. A little bit larger space, a little bit more room for the hobby. I think some cooler shots to like utilize, working with the Proxon, working with all sorts of different stuff, not just my paint setup, but if I want to cut over to the Proxon, or I want to show you guys something else that requires a titch more room. So really thankful for that desk, guys. Thank you. That support means a lot. Thank you, Zane, for posting that up there. If you guys want to continue supporting the channel and helping it grow, you can head on over there. I must say, and I will dangle the carrot for you guys, we've got some cool stuff planned for this weekend. It's the streamiversary, so there's much to be said. One might even say there might be a couple of giveaways, prizes maybe. You're gonna have to tune in and find out what that entails. There's also some other announcements that are going to be made on the stream this weekend that you'll have to hopefully tune in and find out what all of those are about. Very exciting, very exciting. Very been very reflective and very humbled by the last, just as we approach the, this big, big for me, this big landmark for the channel. Very, very grateful for all of you out there. Your guys' support has been, over the last year has been nothing short of amazing and spectacular. So thank you so much for all of your help and support. Because, when I started streaming, there was like 1 or 2 people here, and you guys are here hanging out on a consistent basis. And I'm hoping, the channel's going to continue to grow. I'm always open to hearing suggestions and thoughts about what would be better content, creating better content for you guys. Zane, Michael, and I are all about that for sure on the weekends. And I think we've got some cool ideas about what we want to do for the stream moving forward. And, even on the solo streams for me here, right? Setting up a little tutorial session, and it's like, hey, grab these things. Here's what I'm working on today. If you have 2 pieces of dollar store foam core, follow along. We're gonna build this today. Yeah. More structure. It's kind of what I'm thinking. You guys will have to let me know what you think of that. That's where our head's at. If you want to see Colin cry, tune in on Saturday. I mean, who knows? Very possible. Very possible. Are you trying to, what did you send me? If you sent me, if the package you sent me, Zane, is like the movie 7, I will probably cry, but for all the wrong reasons. What's in the box? What's in the box? I don't think you sent me that. That'd be, wow. There goes that. There goes that. I don't want to say what it is in case anyone hasn't seen the movie 7. You gotta see the movie 7. It's really good. I sent tear gas. Jeez. Tear gas? That's not. I guess that's streamiversary. Happy streamiversary. Now choke. Too funny. Dungeon Matron, it's good for weathering. What's good for weathering? I found a thick wood table on Facebook. It's a big upgrade for the plastic folding table. Oh, nice. Were you on a folding plastic table too, bud? Getting all that rust on there. Looks great. Oh, I need to do the front here. Whoops. That rust looks great. Washing it is a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, huh? I think it's going to mute a little bit. So here's one that I layered on earlier. Kind of muting out a little bit, which is good. I'm all for that. It's going to look good. I think it looks better airbrushed on, but the wash is working, and I definitely like those colors, so I'm glad I tried it. It's getting everywhere. I should have put a glove on, but I didn't. Thanks, J-Rock. I appreciate that. I think it's looking pretty good too. One of the beauties, it's not my terrain. I can do whatever I want with it. I want it to look good for Odyssey games. I want it to look good. So I'm definitely not wanting to mess it up by any means. But a wash isn't going to hurt stuff. I can always go back and cover that up if I absolutely needed to. For years you used it. Yeah, me too. I've kind of used this folding table for years. I mean, I guess it's been a year for crafting purposes. But now it needs to go back to helping me clean some swords. I set up my belt sander to deburr the blades, to make the blades a little safer before they go out. I also set up my bench grinder over here on it sometimes to help clean up all the rust and oxidization. So this very stuff here is what I try to clean off my blades. Rust. My shields. Can anyone guess? Here's a cool question for you guys. So to keep rust off of my shields, and I think I've said this on the stream before. What do you think I use? What do I use to help prevent rust besides just oil? What additional stuff do I use to protect the shields? My steel shields. Cool. Get this one over here. I got some. I need more. I realized that I was kind of pretty tame with my wash on the first couple here, just testing it out, but I want more. Like, you can just get it on there, baby. Just slather it. I'll throw in a link in random chatter. Shoggoth on the roof. Every stream now, it auto-plays in my head. Which one? Have you listened to Shoggoth on the roof? I haven't listened to that. I coat my mail in WD-40. Awesome. That's a great one. WD-40 is a great one to help prevent some of that oxidization cross. I like that, but that's not what I use on my shields. I use something different. Whale blubber. Cheese, beer. Are you guys just hungry? Trying to make me hungry, or are you guessing that I coat that stuff with whale blubber? Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? Didn't even hit this one up with that rust. Some of these I missed a wall on some of these. Hot sauce. Hot sauce. You guys, you have to be talking about food and something else. It has to be a side conversation that I'm missing. Lube? I mean, it's actually not a lubricant. I don't think it's a lubricant. It's kind of a sealant. Look at that. I got that nice and rusty. I got that one nice and rusty. Let's put some more rust here. finding more little bits where I'm like, oh, that should be rusty too. I feel like the ink on the airbrush takes longer to dry than a Citadel wash, though. Baking soda, hairspray, Mod Podge. Mod Podge my shields. No. Turtle wax. I use turtle wax. So a car wax. Helps coat them when they're going. I know they're getting stored away for a while. I'll throw turtle wax on. Dum dum da 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 dum. Cool. With those little pieces, I should probably put some on these little bits of scatter too that I have right here. Yeah. Got all this stuff right here. Let's do that. Did I forget this wall? No, I put stuff on that wall. Sorry, I'm hitting my microphone over here, guys. I need to bang it. Cooking spray. Here's some cooking spray. No. Not cooking spray. I got a question for you GW fanatics out there. So there's these random pillars. Are these just supposed to stand on the battlefield as like another portion of terrain? And I think these just connect the different platforms to each other. Am I using those correctly? I don't know. As I'm like assembling and building this stuff, I don't know. You have to let me know. This is my first time. I've never done this. I ain't never done it. I'll rent one of your shields in the wintertime so I can slide down a hill like Clark Griswold. Well, now I'm not going to send you a shield, J-Rock. They are meant for stage combat. You can get your own sled. Oh yeah. 12:46. Getting close. We're gonna pop over to the Discord here in a little bit. So I'm gonna get through rust coats is basically what I'm getting today. That's okay. I'll take the rust coats. Still pretty good. It's a lot. I still have 7 more. I still have 7 more of these or 3 more of these buildings to do this step on. It would have been nice had I had time to like base coat everything and get it all ready to do it once, but I didn't. No time. It's okay. Come back again. That's looking pretty cool. Some nice rust effects and highlights on that. That looks orky to me. It looks orky to me. Yeah, this whole Killteam terrain kind of has a very Mad Max Fury Road vibe to me, which I really like. Rust issue. Dark to light. How many shades of rust are you using, Craft? You remember, rust just isn't one color. It has layers. Yeah. So, again, with this one, there's so many different things I could go down the rabbit hole with it. For me, I'll do a couple layers of rust on it. Yeah. And then I'm going to move on because I'm trying to, again, my goal with this, Robert, is to just paint it up and get it ready for the tournament, for the store. I do want it to look nice. If you go back on my Instagram or one of the previous streams, I painted up a single piece in the stream. And I think I got it almost done in the stream, and it turned out pretty good. But, you know, I was just like, okay, that was like my test piece, and I wanted to see how much time that was going to take. And I definitely don't want to spend an inordinate amount of time on it. I want to make sure. They told me tabletop ready, right? Which is a subjective. That could be mean different things for different crafters. For me, that meant what's the quickest way I can paint everything up and get it situated before calling it good, right? So, not completely detailed. So, dude, there's so many cool layers, rust effects that I'd love to do. That pigment idea you suggested was absolutely phenomenal. But enough to throw. Washes aren't hard to throw on there. Yeah. So I'll stage a fight that requires me to slide down like Mad Mardigan with Willow. Check. All right. Well, that's fair. Jarek, you're kind of winning me over here all of a sudden with your Mad Madigan Willow reference. 10 points to House to Rock for the Willow reference. Oh my goodness. Cool. Oh yeah, let's put a little rust here, huh? This thing needs some rust. You could almost just get away with washing the scatter terrain, right? Doesn't have to be, but I don't know. I like that detail. I like adding as much as I can without breaking the bank on time, you know? But just these little highlights and washes on here, they go a long way. They really make a difference. So I like to use, you have to tell me what you use, Robert. But I really like, where's it at? Yeah. I love layering in golden flesh. That's one really good rust for me. I like that color a lot. I also layered in some this Tannadin yellow for it too. You'll see. I'll try to do one here that's like completed by the end of it. Hey, Foam Family Live once again. Love that you're down the Warhammer 40k rabbit hole. Looks dope, says Martin. Thanks, bud. Again, it's not for me personally, other than the fact, you know, what is fulfilling for me. Some people are like, why you, like, for those of you who don't know, I didn't take a commission necessarily straight for cash on this. I'm doing it for a little bit of cross-promotional to help have the store help promote my channel for the local community. But also they're giving me a little bit of store credit too, which is super cool. Which is nice. I'm happy to do that. But one of the reasons this is kind of harkening back to my model days, right? When I was a kid. I get to go through this experience and document it and go through it. And, broken airbrushes and all midstream, right? In addition to, I really like just assembling the models with glue. It's what I did when I was a kid. This is how I hobbied. I built models and painted them. I'll have to post some pictures of some Star Wars models. Do I even have it? I don't know if I have my Star Wars model still. I just have the Bandai toys they released with the new special editions came out in the mid-90s. I gotta see if any of my models made it. Those are pretty cool. I did a lot of Star Wars model making. World War II planes, Star Wars, and some cars. That's what I did. Thank God I got the reference. Oh yeah, gotta get that reference. That's an important reference to get. Okay. Let's see if I can take a little bit. Where's my silver? That silver was here. I thought I had that silver handy. Oh, I do. It's right here. There's the Militarum green. That's the brass. That's purple. That's a different one. That's a Nolan shade. Where's my silver? I had a silver shade too. Did I throw it back in the box here? I may have thrown it back in the box. Let's see. That's entirely possible. Yeah. Yeah, it's right here. The iron breaker. Yeah. Okay. Let's do a little bit of the... How's Ben liking Star Wars? He likes it, Zane. We watched, for those of you who don't know, I showed my son A New Hope on the long weekend. We watched it last Friday. He absolutely loved it, lost his mind. And now, we'll watch Empire. He's like, I want to watch... He didn't say, I want to watch Star Wars 2. He didn't say, I want to watch Star Wars. He straight up asked me the other day, can we watch The Empire Strikes Back? And I was like, attaboy. Like, he's heard, so he's heard it enough. He's heard it enough for me to want to that he knows exactly what it is and what to call it. I love it. So pretty cool. Yeah, let's do a quick dry brush on all this, right? Just doing quick dry brush on it. See if I can layer up one piece to what it'll look like, and what I'm hoping it'll look like by the end of this project. Yeah, because there's just so much you could do in here, right? I could go back and I could highlight stuff, but I don't really want to highlight anything. Like, even me highlighting that, it's gonna be too much work. Yeah, just hitting some of these cans, like coming in here, some of these cans you might go in and hit up with like a stronger detail, right? This is terrible. What is that symbol? There's a symbol here on the crate, right? It's like this bird. What symbol from the army is it? And like, what color should I paint that? Should that be gold? Should that be brass? Is there a specific color associated with that army? I'm sure there is, that faction. There has to be. There has to be. Let's get a little bit of brass. Don't be afraid of a little color. Oh no. Oh no. In fact, I definitely am gonna hit up this other one with a ton of color. I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys what I was thinking for it. Right? But I can hit some of this right there, a couple of spots with the brass. Yeah. And then going back with some sweet, sweet colors in relation to that you're talking about. Robert, like, I love this blue. They gave me this blue, this Army Painter Crystal Blue. This stuff is awesome, right? Take that. I'll just go straight to town on it. Layer in this blue. So I could go darker on that, but I will. Might as well go full bore with it. I see a lot of gray and black in Killteam. Makes me wonder why. Yeah, I like color, right? Never be afraid to play with that color. That blue is hard. The blue is getting absorbed by the blue light over here, but it's definitely popping. It's definitely got a blue color popping out to it. Yeah, I like colors, right? The orc colors are really bright and vibrant. If you guys look over at I think Essex Boys does a really good job of it with orky terrain. I've seen, I like Stefano's use of colors for bright vibrancy, like playing around with vibrant colors in your stuff. Warhammer doesn't have to be all one color, 100%. And I definitely enjoy those variations when I see it. It makes the terrain more interesting. Can we get a close-up shot? Yeah, I can try. Let me see if I can. It's hard because this right here is blocking. I'm trying to shield the light from it a little bit so you can see it. Right? Oh yeah, I'm getting blue paint all over my hands because I'm touching that. But it's hard because this light is really harsh, this blue one. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of red now. Paint up this box. Have a red box. Guess I need more red. Yeah, red's popping. I see that coming out here pretty quick, pretty thorough. It's nice. We'll weather this down and make it look. See, even this is like, little details like this are not bad. Like, it's okay. Not the greatest brush. This is a different type of brush. Should be using a different brush for this. But that's okay. Yeah, super fun. See you getting that pop of color in there, that red box. That's gonna be nice once that's stained and dirty. But see, that's that little stuff like there, Robert. When I see this little stuff, like that's where I'm like, man, just pigments on the inside of like the gears here that are strewn about would be so dope. That added like deep texture. That's like, people are gonna miss that. That's not gonna get seen by everyone, but I don't care because I know it's there. You know what I mean? Like, that's important to me as a crafter. I like those details, but I also understand like different projects, right? And this one I don't want to put all that time and effort into that detail, so that's okay. But yeah, that's looking good. Like, you could get grime and dirt up and underneath all this. It'd look dope. But you throw that on there, right? And then some strong tone. Watch this. This thing's pretty damp still. I'm also not opposed to this. Dry that thing off. Don't want to wait? Dry it off, right? But dry it off, then I'll just use a little bit of this strong tone. I'll just throw some of this strong tone right on this thing. Let that pool in certain places. Spread that around. Where is that little brush? I just had that brush. Utilize that. Do that. This one. This one. The airbrush inks. STR. Can we get a close shot? Boom. Hell yeah. Agreed. You know, that is right. That is okay. You could actually paint one of those as a diorama base. It would be super cool. I could, huh? I'm using it strictly. They wanted like line of fire stuff for I like where your head's at, Mike. But I wanted line of fire stuff for they want it for the kill team specifically, you know. And I know that's important in the game, so that's what I'm gonna do. I looked at them as well and thought, yeah, it'd be fun to base those up. Look at that. Now we get a little bit of strong tone wash in there. Mute that up. In fact, we have strong tone, we have dark tone. So let's put a little bit of dark tone all over. I'm just gonna freaking drizzle it, cause why not, right? Just a little bit of the drizzle here. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle. And we'll go back in with our brush here, and we'll guide some of that strong tone or that dark tone around too. What's cool about little stuff like this is once you start layering all that stuff on here, it's starting, you know, once that dries, that's gonna look pretty sick. And you hit it with another little light highlight, that's gonna look pretty baller. Here's another one that I really liked. Yeah. We're talking about vibrant colors, so let's do some vibrant colors real quick. We'll go on the small piece of scatter terrain here. Okay. We'll use this. Let's get that blue back in here. Shake this up. I don't think I shook it up enough. Picking another little part of it too. Right. Another little part. What did I get wash on? I was like, why is there wash all over the place? But that's just from the other thing. It's okay. Some blue in there. That's looking cool. And we'll go backside. Do I need it too? Yeah. I need to do it back here too. Can't neglect. The backside of this one. Okay. Cool. Alright, got some blue on that. That looks really cool. I love that blue. This is a really bright crystal blue. I love it. And then I can bring out some... Where is it? Oh yeah, here it is. Oh, they gave me brushes too. That's legit. I didn't see that. I forgot they gave me brushes. A fire standing at the factory across from my apartment. What? A fire? Oh no. Hopefully it's not too big, buddy. Strong tone. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. You're saying just for future projects, right? Yeah, they're cool, right, Mike? I agree. I thought the same thing. I like it. Streaks are a good touch. Yeah, just like, right? Because it's old and faded. So some of those darker tones on there and just building up the layers like you would with your miniature paints. Yeah. That's great. Just even like little blotches of paint, like watch. I'm just gonna build up this corner. A little pop there. That's great. Love that. Got some stuff on the top side here. Right, but it's faded. It's not as strong in certain areas. All of a sudden, this little piece is starting to take shape. Yeah. And then, like, I like to look at the back here, like what part screams a little bit more detail, right? A little bit more of that yellow, and I kind of like some of this blotchy paint where stuff is scraped on it over the years of it being weathered, and you just pick a little spot, right? Just stipple it, stroke it, whatever the technique you want to do, but just adding all those little bits and pops of color, I think, make a huge difference. Too much of a flamer, I guess. Too much of a flamer. I see what you did there. Layers, layers, layers. Always with those layers. Those layers are clutch. Okay. Back over here. Yeah. Go in with, go back with our silver here. Colin, how about some graffiti on that, or is that not the environment you want? I like the graffiti idea. All these ideas you guys are suggesting are fantastic, but I'm also trying to get this done as quick as I possibly can, right? So I want to, graffiti is rad. I would, if it were my terrain, yes. But terrain that I'm trying to pump out and have it be done as soon as possible, I don't think I want to take the time for it on this one. Yeah, just even this highlight and the dry brush on the back with this metallic already with the darker tones and stuff on top of it looks great. Right, that looks pretty cool. And you could be done with that. But another little quick thing that I'm going to do is because I just love, again, quick layers as good as you can. Quick checking in and out of the stream. Wow, Chris Crafter looking good. Looking there, big man. Thanks, man. It's coming along. Super fun. Super fun to do. Be awesome. No. No, Crazy Crafter was here tagging. Crazy Crafter is here tagging. Oh, that might be kind of cool, Dungeon Mate. Maybe I need to, like, leave one thing. Maybe. Alright, but then I come back in with this yellow. Get this yellow, and you can get it in some of these recessed spots. And just layer it, you know. Put it all over. Oh, that was a lot. Like, used a lot on that. Just like these little layers. Adds so much more. It's just grimy. Adding like some grimy components and qualities to it. Looks good. So that's that. And you come back in with that wash. So that's got that wash on there. Go back in here and add some more of that on here too. Right? This is amazing. Might as well. I like me some of this yellow wash, this yellow icky wash. It's great. Contrast paints are my favorite. They're the shiznit. Okay, so I've got that one down. A cool Easter egg for someone? Yeah, I might have to. Maybe I go through and I tag it. I should put like one of the little skulls like here, and he should be like a little thought bubble saying subscribe to the Crazy Crafter. That's some shit. Not very subtle, is it? But I don't care. That'd be fun. Oh, and then you got, yeah, here you go. Then you get this jam. Dude, this is the shiznit right here. This golden flesh is the jam. Look at this. Just throw another little layer of that on it too. So all of a sudden you have all these different colors, right? So Robert's been saying, and I know you guys know this trick too, like layering your work makes a difference. So now when you set this on the table, right? When you put that on the table, that's going to look like an awesome piece of terrain. Totally tabletop ready. I could sit here all day with it and have fun coming up with different ways to texture it and have it layer up all these elements. It's nice. I absolutely love it. Yeah. It's fun. This is a hot mess. I dare you. Uh-oh, what is happening? What are you guys doing over here? Would be a cool Easter egg. On top of the freaking bird emblem, be like, Zane, I mess with you, Zane. I know I love you. Zane, are you being a giant mess today? Are you a giant mess today? Zane will probably say, I'm a giant mess every day. Looks great to me. Great example of how to do battle ready. Yeah, right? You just want battle ready, bro. Battle ready. And then we can get... Right? Check this out. Just a little skeleton bone. Little skeleton bone. We'll come back in here. We'll dry brush. We'll dry brush this little skeleton. There's a little skeleton detail here. Got all these little cool orky faces around here. Pick a couple other parts to highlight some of this too. Like I think just highlighting a little bit of the tire, even though it's not like a white, just like little off bone color. Bring some of that texture and pop out on that tire. So essentially the same process that I'm going to do with the bigger buildings and structures here too. So we've done already. Works great. Works great. Maybe just a titch of highlight across. More. Yeah. Fun. Super freaking fun. Yeah, so if I'm looking down on the tabletop, fuck yeah! I love that. That's fun. It's a fun bit of scatter, right? That people can hide behind. I just cackled. I mean, it is me, so yeah. Zane's on fire today. He went across the street. Ha! I just cackled. Nice. Jordan, you guys are funny. I love it. Cool. So that's the process for me, y'all. Let's dive back into some of these that have dried. So this one, oh my gosh. Close the wash. Let's close the Citadel. Close the contrast paint before I have to go using that great Benji's Hobbies technique where you soak it up with a makeup sponge. But I don't feel like soaking my wash up today. Okay, so let's go back. This one has been completely dried. Yeah. This one has been completely dry. It looks pretty shiny. This may be a little wet down here still. But that's looking pretty mucky. I like that. That works great. Now you go back in and highlight all those high points again. Love it. Love it. Super, super cool. For the inside, I'm curious, Robert, what do you do? What does everyone else do? For your inside of your pieces here, Carl suggested that just wash it and dry brush it. And I did that. I did my homemade black wash that I use for all my terrain, larger pieces of terrain, and I threw like a parchment highlight on it, and it turned out great. So that's what I'm doing for the inside. I don't even mess with the inside. It's basically just shadow. You're gonna see it. It's in shadows most of the time. Anyway, looking good. Lots of painting. As I'm kind of painting and guesstimate, like I was just like, oh yeah, I can crank this out by the end of next week. I gotta move pretty smartly with it. But I think if I just dedicate and devote a few hours each night here, I can definitely knock this out. But this little piece of terrain and scatter is looking great, right? Oh, you know what I should want to do? I want to go back in here. Did I fold that? No, Colin. No. Folded it too soon. Waste of paint. Let me put a little more dab down there. I want to do a little bit of a highlight and dry brush on this bad boy right here too. Ooh, that's too much. That's too much. I can go a little heavier on the wheel. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get the wheel caught. Bring those highlights on the texture of the wheel. Cool. Dope! Oh, it's too easy to go down the rabbit hole. Now I'm like, look at all these different things I want to do. It could need another round of dark wash to accentuate the details, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah. Are you talking about, which bit were you talking about there, Martin? Were you talking about, the barricade? What piece were you referring to? The barricade, the scatter, which one? The big piece. Oh, 100%. So, the bigger pieces, I layered in some strong, like, I layered in multiple things on the other ones. Like, a lot of it, the goal for this is dry brush, wash, dry brush, like, just layering washes and dry brushes on. But a lot of dark tone, strong tone, maybe a little bit of agrax in there if I feel like sprucing it up, but dark tones and the strong tone, those variations with like some of the yellow. You know, I've got some purple washes on here. I bet some of the purple washes would look really good on it too. So there's all sorts of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how I'm layering stuff up to get back to kind of this effect, which I feel looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty solid. That's ready for the tabletop. Throw a matte varnish on there, and that thing is ready and raring to go. Let me do this real quick. My camera has gone out because it's hot in my garage. Let me go turn it back on, and I'll be right back. Clang. Oh, there goes my fork. Cool. Sweet. This is great. This is awesome. What a huge help having all of you guys here with your suggestions and tips and tricks. It's not just me that's going to offer some cool stuff. I'm really good at showing you, oh cool, I found a way not to do this. I've got a few aces up the sleeve every now and again too. But one of the things that I always enjoy about hanging out with you guys on the stream is, you know, collectively the community is full of so many valuable resources of folks that have been doing this craft and this hobby for so long. So, you know, I always get to learn a lot from you guys. So I appreciate everyone coming in on the stream today, hanging out with me and sharing all of your tips and advice for me, helping me along the project. That's some stuff that I absolutely want to incorporate. You know, I love the idea of the pigments and creating that extra texture of grime within it, but, you know, where do I put my focus? Where do I draw my line for myself on this project and the detail that I want to go? And for me, dry brushing and washing and layering that's quite a bit of time. Yeah. Dodgers go Yankees, says Robert Evans. That's what a wild division it's turning out to be for the NL East, or the AL East rather, and then the NL West. So, going to come down to the wire. Those Tampa Bay Rays, man, they're a good team. Yankees have started to surge together. Boston's kind of falling apart a little bit. Not falling apart, but Yankees have started to put it together a little bit. So it's fun. It's getting to the fun time to be a baseball fan. I will happily cheer from afar for your Yankees, Robert. I hope they push far. They've had trouble pushing deep into the postseason as of late, so maybe this will be the year. Although Garrett Cole just went down the other day, I hope he's okay. I don't know the extent of his injury. That's bad if you guys lose Garrett Cole. It's going to be a hurtful season. The foosball, the sports ball. Why so blue? At Crazy Crafter, why feeling blue? This is too high. I put the blue on super high. I'm not blue, but also go Dodgers. So maybe it's meant to be. I run a game with a bunch of murder of Mahoba, so comment is always possible. Thank you, and same to you, Robert Everett says. That's nice. Thanks, Crazy Crafter. I enjoying your process. Thanks, Cross. It's always fun to check out other people's process and see what they like going on. Okay, one last time here. If you guys are new to the channel and you have not done so, please be sure to subscribe to the Crazy Crafter live stream. Turn on the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live. Biggest way you can support the channel right now is by subbing to the Crazy Crafter. If you'd also like to support the channel, you can click on the Buy Me a Coffee link and support the channel through there. And who knows, maybe other ways of supporting the channel will be revealed shortly. Tune in to Saturday, y'all. Saturday is going to be a ton of fun. The 1-year stream anniversary for this channel, and kind of its whole inception and birthed this entire wonderful, amazing community that you guys are all a part of. Thank you all so much for being a part of the community. I hope you'll tune in and hang out with Michael, Zane, and I this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. In addition to tuning in, I hope you'll head on over to their respective channels if you haven't done so. You can find links to their channels, Zane Morgan Crafts, Nat One Videos, below in the description for this video. Some amazing content being produced by those folks over there. I hold them in some of the highest regard as far as crafters in the community. I am not the best because of my crafts. I do the gladiator mantra. I wasn't the best because I killed quickly. I wasn't the best because I crafted quickly. I was the best because the crowd loved me. I try to win the crowd. Zane and Michael happen to also win the crowd over. They're amazing co-hosts. Head on over, show them some love. They also have perspective social medias on TikTok and Instagram. Follow us on all of them. It's great. Get some behind the scenes look on what everyone else is doing as well. All right, y'all. I will see you guys on Saturday. I'm really excited for the 1-year anniversary of the stream. That'll be Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's going to be here in this little studio. Will I be able to fire everything up and get the new studio set up for this weekend? I'd kind of be cool, right? So maybe I enlist the help of my kiddo to help me clean up and build a desk out here. It'd be kind of fun to have it all set up and looking pretty baller for the 1-year stream. All right. Until then, I hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday. I hope wherever you are, as always, that you craft your passion daily, regardless of what it is, hobby or not. And I will see you all on Saturday. Cheers, y'all. Be well. Later, Foam family. Hold on. That's my rock out. Bye, y'all. Have a good one. Mod Podge. Gotta get all the Mod Podge.